Howdy folks, welcome to part 10 and final of my winter 2015 series, What's in My Bucket? I'm showcasing two new models, two new Raga flutes in this video. This is Raga Kirwani, and over here we have Raga Jog. Now Kirwani in India is a raga, one of the thousands of ragas. Different type of melodic scales are used over there to invoke different moods. Now in the West, we just happen to have this same scale. Hardly any ragas are in the West. In the West we have, what, 7 modes? But in India there's thousands. But it just so happens that Raga Kirwani is the harmonic minor in the West. We have our natural minor, and we have a melodic minor. But the harmonic minor is very interesting. It goes like this. So it has your minor third, but it has your very interesting natural seventh. Ready? Minor third. It has regular seventh. Now what I've done with my design here, I've invented this system of getting a nice long flute. You could not reach 6 holes on the top. So I have 2 thumb holes, and I've added this extra pinky hole here. Now this is below the bottom note. This is in D, so you have an extra note below the tonic. That would be C sharp. So you got this little grace thing that you add on there. Hear that? Just so nice. Now, if I started on the bottom note as D, you wouldn't have that extra little note under there. So that's just a little thing. This is my special design. It's large and 2 thumb holes. Hands are very relaxed. Extra pinky hole for that little grace note. And I could play this for a long time. So I'll make another video on Raga Kirwani, the harmonic minor scale, and I'll play it a lot more. So I only have a couple of these in stock. This is the size I make it in. I don't make it smaller, but eventually I might. Smaller or even bigger bass sizes. Anyway, I have only 2 in stock because that's what's in my bucket. Next we have Raga Jog. Raga Jog is probably the most Indian sounding of the Indian instruments, and that's why I'm wearing my Indian clothes. You've heard this. Listen to this. Now, if you listen closely, there's a couple of Beatles songs where you'll hear a tinkly little harp kind of a thing playing that scale. It's in Within You, Without You, and then there's another one, maybe Tomorrow Never Knows. Anyway, you Beatlemania fans can tell. But this is very, very Indian sounding, and I've got different specimens. I've got some with the nice bindings. And look at this thing going on here. I've only got 1 of these. Look at these natural character marks that happened in the field. Now what happened was this specimen died and cured naturally and got covered with leaves in the bamboo patch. So the leaves exhibited their tannin and transferred it into the patina of the bamboo. So anyway, there's only 1 of those, and that's my specialty. I make one-of-a-kind flutes. Now this little batch here, this is a very cheerful batch of Raga Jog. I've got this colorful table in here because actually these specimens aren't very good, but they're fun to noodle around with. You know, 20 bucks at a craft show. Hey, you got a real flute, and it's colorful too. And they do play pretty well. I like them. Yeah. Now what I've got here is Raga Jog has different modes. The first way I played it, you're starting from the tonic is on the bottom. Now, what I've done here with these guys is I'm starting up here. Here's the tonic. And that gives us a couple notes below there. It's very frisky. See, I like to have those extra notes below that. And as a further deviation, I made them in a lower. This is an alto A. Now, listen to how mystical this gets when you do that. Hey, why isn't that working? Yeah, this kind of specimen tends to crack a little. I think this one's self-destructed. So, back to the drawing board. I'll show you that another time. Anyway, this is video 10 of my series. What's in my bucket? So we have new models, Raga Kirwani Raga Jog. And that's it for the series. So remember to always keep on tooting.